mother. You know what I'm saying?
Not kick rocks, but literally.
Not kick rocks, but it's like, with you already know what it is. We cool, but we halfway not. You've done a lot of bullshit to me, but I still fuck with you off of the basis that you are my mother.
It's a difference between tolerating and you and your mom going out for dinner and it's genuine.
Nigga, it's a different,
you know what I
bruh. It's like I would all the way appreciate you if you was that standby parent in the sense of I could talk to you without it being an argument, and that if I felt like the love with you was real. Nigga, you prioritize niggas in the house over me.
Is that a thing?
You didn't give a fuck if I was outside. You ain't know how long, why I ain't come into the house.
It's like soon the relationship.
My grandmother will call before she even found out what the fuck I was doing. She was calling the police, and she would be outside. She would be out there looking for me sometimes if she really didn't hear nothing from me. My mom more or less didn't give a fuck. After it turned into a little while, like 6-8 hours,
so
that's when she'll look.
Why is it when mothers get out of that relationship with the baby dad, they just go in this whole phase knowing your kid is 2, 3, 4, 5 years old? This ain't nothing the fuck new. As soon as you said it, I'm like, yo, it's like when as long as them and the baby dad together, it's okay. But as soon as that shit break off and niggas be like 2, 3, 4, 5, they go straight to like 8 to 12 niggas. Like, it was good, little dude. Yeah, make sure you stay in school. Stay in school, nigga. You ain't even graduate out of high school.
I'm gonna give my.
Like, yeah, remember when you was with such and such on Christmas? Remember, yeah, you was like 5. Yeah, remember, yeah, y'all was in there playing a little with the wrestling, the WWE shit.
Or it turned into a situation where y'all fighting damn near every day or every week.
And then this is where it gets bad.
It gets bad to the point that the mother choosing the nigga's side, even though she knows you're right.
And this is the opposite part. The opposite part is you got the kids, the sons, that watch their mom leave that relationship with your dad, and then they go in this whole phase, and then guess what? You the son now. Guess what? You're the new man in her life.
Yes. That's how it works.
So when she go through the whole phase, you gotta stand on business.
Yeah. When she's single, you the only nigga that hasn't left her life.
Nah, bro, fuck nah. Yeah, nah, cause that's the one.
Nigga,
that's the one, bro.
Nigga,
bro, I live
I can use personal exactly.
Bro,
I can use personal experience. Listen, and every New Year, do y'all know that what's the tradition of New Year's?
The man in the house has to have money on New Year's. In his pocket.
You talking about when you come through the door, when the bell drop, keep money in your pocket for good luck. Okay.
All that, no, not even all the money, just a nigga coming through the door.
With money.
With nothing.
Oh, with not just coming through.
Just a nigga coming through the door. That's what my mom would have me do even when I was young. I didn't understand that shit. That shit's
taking
weird.
the role as the man, but this is an intimacy. It's not intimacy, but
how the fuck is a 12-year-old? How the fuck you gonna tell a 12-year-old that's just when a man comes through the door on New Year's into his home?
When you're a
Why
kid,
you telling that shit to a 12-year-old? You telling me I'm the man of the house?
When you're a kid and you sit there and hear, I thank you, son. Just thank you for just never giving up on me. You've been the only man that stood by my side. Where's your dad? Where's your brother at? Like, yo, you can't sit there. I get it, that's your son, but that shit sound weird, cause like that's something you say
to a man. You're saying that shit to an infant, a child.
But guess what? The black community.
Not an infant, but a child.
But the black community, when these Texas white people be having incest, they be like, yeah, they on that incest, that weird shit. But that ain't incest. I don't give a fuck if you ain't did nothing. That ain't incest. That ain't. You showing intimacy to your child. That's it.
But they'll call that just
love and nurture. Fuck out. Nah.
Especially in the black community.
The fact that y'all agree on that, good, bro.
I'm gonna let this go, cause like, honestly, I agree with you saying 80%, cause I can't say my mom went through a whole phase. I'm gonna say she went through a bad decision phase.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about your mom.
No,
I ain't talking about your mom. I say this, but fuck what you talking about. Soon as that relationship end with the baby dad and they at a young age, they on some other shit. It happens every time.
But here's the thing. You're talking about like a ho-ho phase, or she having nigga after nigga.
Fuck a ho-ho phase. You got bitches that get out their relationship with the baby dad and go right to bitches. Now your kid 5 years old and gotta watch you with a woman and you gotta explain to him why daddy ain't coming back on pause.
Now I'm gonna say this. I was 12 years old when they split. And my father came to me. After they all had an argument that night and split. The following day, it's Saturday morning. I'm not gonna fucking forget this.
I went through that at 6, that same joint.
Yes. He came to the house to leave his key there. He came to me personally because I'm the first one up because I get up and feed dogs at 5, 6 in the morning. I got up. I look at him in the kitchen. He come at me with teary-eyed, saying, son, I'm not leaving you. I'm leaving your mom. Da-da-da. Here's the key. You the man of the house now.
That's too much, man.
For your father to pass you the baton, that put more respect on his name than my mom's. Off rip. Just off rip with Matt. And then, what do I see? About 3 weeks later, I get up in the morning, same type time. I'm getting my sisters up, they in the bathroom getting ready. I woke them up, they in the bathroom getting ready to go to school. I go grab the dogs out the basement. I'm about to take them outside so they can go to the bathroom, do whatever they gotta do. I go say, hey mom, I'm getting ready to go to school. Why would I go into her room? I see a nigga in that bed. And mind you, I grew up in the countryside. So I ain't had no little chihuahuas, nothing. I had a massive Rottweiler and a massive had red nose, had blue nose pits on chokers.
Right.
So I'm sitting there, I say, both of them dogs is in attack mode, sitting right there at her bedroom door.
Waiting for that nigga just to even...
Waiting for me to let go.
Right.
Waiting for me to let go. I don't know where. You wanna know what happens? Before I could even let go of my grip, she gripped me up and dragged me in the kitchen with the dogs in tow.
Right.
And said, don't worry about that, son, don't worry about that, son. I wouldn't let them in this house unless I trusted them,
Who do you trust in 3 weeks around your life?
And my mindset was, this is the coolest shit my mom always did when I was younger. She told every nigga that, oh, just bring chicken and my son will be okay with you.
That's the same thing as telling a motherfucker, yeah, just bring the Sega Genesis Nintendo 64. He'll stay in the room, pause while you bust my ass all night, pause.
Fuck no, you wanna know what happened?
You know what I mean?
Nigga,
rubbing the nigga on the pause, rubbing the little kid on his head, like, yeah, stay in school, little dude. Man, and I don't see you again after 2 weeks.
No, that dude couldn't even come. Like, that dude had to make sure I wasn't there to come in the house. He had to make sure I wasn't there to come in the house.
His shit sound like a cleaner version of shit that I seen.
Nah, bro, my shit was worse. My mom used to come to me and tell me, like, yeah, John, remember when you was 6 and little dude and little such and such was there with you on Christmas? Yeah, see these pictures? Yeah, he in jail now. But I'm like, you with a whole nother dude. Like, why are you talking about?
Why would I care in the first place?
So hearing that shit, I'm like, you know what? That's nasty work because it's like, I'm a kid. We ain't got no fucking choice but to stay here and rock with you. You could be a great person or a shitty human being. We gotta stand on business regardless. We're fucking 8. We're 12. We're 15. Where the fuck we gonna go? To the streets?
Yeah. Until it hits to the point where you feel like you're more comfortable outside than being in the house.
No, John, you got other family members. You think I'm gonna be able to go to my mom's sister house, my mom brother house, my mom, which is my girl? You think they gonna open their door to me just for my mom to be like, get the fuck out, come the fuck back home where you belong at? So it's either stay there or try to leave and then get captured and bro. You're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
If you're 10 years old, you can't say I want to live with my girl unless you want to go through the process, go to court, stand in front of the jury. My mom, my dad is not fit parents. You gotta do that whole process.
You literally got
just to get out of it.
You gotta be at least 10 to do that.
Nigga, that's why I feel like it's beneficial where you grow up and shit at. Because once you hit a certain age where you understand shit and you could talk, you could walk, you got a clear understanding about shit.
It's different.
And you know that you live in city limits, so everything is just a walk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Everything there.
And if you want to stay hidden for a little while, there's different little spots, trap house and the abandoned houses in the city.
You can stay hidden and still be lit at the same. Bubbly every day.
$5 just to go. If you want to go to a different state right now, in 15 minutes, $5.
I'm talking you could be bubbly and not be seen at the same time. So you ain't feeling like you just trapped and you in the mix and not being seen and nobody know what you doing, nobody know where you at, and they don't know where you grooving at. Cause they like, oh yeah, that house is empty, yeah, it's dark, yeah, but we can
It's niggas inside. It's niggas inside.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely was victim of being that 15, 16, 17-year-old nigga and I couldn't smoke cause I was a kid and I couldn't smoke where I was staying at around. Yeah, niggas definitely going in abandoned buildings, cold motherfucker with the Pico and the gloves on, rolling up in their mind right, plugging their phone in the sockets, to charge their phone.
That actually remind me of this dumb bitch. She was from the suburbs and shit. She from Hackensack. She would come to Patterson and shit. I bring her around. She would see all the little houses and shit. They all fucked up.
You took her
she
in
like, I wonder if there's people that live in there. Hell yeah, people inside.
But they're not gonna be there in
when
the
I
daytime.
brought the bitch there, she act like she was starstruck on what the fuck was going on.
Cause they smart, they not gonna be there in the daytime. They gonna wait till it's dark, like 12, 1 in the morning. Yeah. They gonna go in there, sleep for like a couple hours, and then when it's like 7, 8 a.m., like damn, why these motherfuckers? Why these motherfuckers always outside? Cause they just slept for like 2, 3 hours. They're not gonna be there in the daytime. Of course, they're not gonna sit there watching TV like they actually live there. Oh, but once it get dark, some of them was.
Yeah, bro.
Not in my hood.
Niggas was playing the PlayStation or the Xbox
in the afternoon.
Niggas was dead ass going to the corner store, then coming right back. All like that shit, like that's their house, nigga.
Knowing it's fucked up, the door.
They didn't give a fuck. Nigga, I was the kind of nigga, I was panicky of, alright, when the shit does get kicked in, when it gets raided. Them niggas will be living there, stand there like I didn't give a fuck.
Bro,
they had bitches coming by,
food,
they
bottles,
had
weed,
bullshit ass. They would get bullshit little furniture, make it homey, spacey. They was really niggas that was living in the trap for real.
They turned the abandoned trap house into a 1-bedroom condo.
That they just potentially do business out of. Like these niggas was, I'm like, yo, y'all niggas is, but now I would stay there. Like if I had to be there for like, say like 3, 4 months, 5.
So they was on some,
I would be there too.
You said they was just on some money bag shit. He said he turned the Yukon to.
Like I know actual niggas that like really lived in there real deal. So.
Like there was no consequences. Like somebody knocking on the ring, get the fuck away from my house.
Yes,
take
bro.
your shoes off.
Now see, like I said, I always been the kind of nigga to think about what if this shit get raided, because especially with Patterson police, they'll always do on some unexpected.
Yeah,
get some intel from the.
Get high. You know what I mean? Get my mind right.
They'll be on that shit,
bro.
And it's like, bro, the biggest one when they hit down the hill now. Nobody saw that shit happening, and I remember that shit. Police, damn near the whole fucking police force was out there, and it looked like some of them was from like other counties too in on it. Like I'm like, damn, bro, I was them down the hill niggas. Now it was funny at the same. Oh my boy, it was funny at the same time because you know down the hill that's the op. So it was like it's funny. Like them niggas really got hit, and nobody in the hood, both sides knew that shit was coming. But it's like, damn, so if they could do that to them, they could do that to any of the other ones over here up the hill.
And hearing you say that,
shit was
like
crazy.
I just remember it'd just be nice where you just young, 16, 17, it might be 12, 1, 2 in the morning. You might see a couple niggas from the block or see some niggas you might kick it with. I remember one time I was just out, you know what I mean? Just had some weed, you know what I mean? Like two blunts I could roll up type shit. Seen like 4 or 5 niggas, they like, yeah, it's cold as shit out this joint. We about to go to this little abandoned joint over there, bro. We go in there, they like, yeah, hopefully that charge over there still work, 'cause they ain't working last time. I'm like, yo, niggas really be in this joint. Niggas got in there, took their charger out, immediately plugged it in, sat down, got comfortable, put their feet together, rolling the blunt. I'm like, yo, like these niggas really cool and like
niggas dead ass try to set up Wi-Fi in there.
Get the hotspot popping.
Yeah,
if you get near the window, you'll have good reception. Yo, let me get the hotspot.
But a lot of them didn't do that dumb shit, but some niggas actually tried. But over there, it's easy as fuck
but nah, to
be on optimum Wi-Fi.
Nah, bringing games there and playing it is crazy.
Huh?
I said bringing games there and playing is crazy. It's different if you getting high, pause, trying to get your rock off, but going there, setting the game up, bringing the weed, the bottles, telling bitches to pull up, that's too much.
I ain't gonna lie.
Some niggas will be living up in there with their bitches.
Yes.
it's really like
Cause
on
it's
some
either that or
lonely
outside.
house type shit.
Cause it's young boy shit. We ain't talking no.
And to take it a step, nigga,
Further, yeah.
a step further, nigga, I seen motherfuckers having kids in there, and that's one of the codes not to have your kids in that kind of scenario. But they did. They would have the kids, especially if it was a big enough spot. They would make rooms for H people.
Pay them and everything.
So what's worse, that or the kid or the young chicks that be staying in school while they pregnant? They like 14, 15, they dumb young, but they stay in school. You know what I mean? Because you can stay there up to a point. Which one you feel like is
Still
worse?
get into fights and all this.
Like which one is worse to you? Being that freshman 8th grader walking around being the only one out of the 2-3 bitches in the entire school that's pregnant, or you out here really just having trap babies? Like you can't even go home because you're 14 and your mom's ashamed of you.
I mean,
so now
they're
you just
both
living this
equally
fast
bad.
life.
They're both equally fucked up. But in my opinion, I would take the trap babies because you gotta think.
You in high school,
if you
8th
in
grade.
school, like if you in school and you get into fights and shit, that is bad. But at the sense, at least when you're out and when you're in the trap and shit, and you got your kid exposed to this much drugs, exposed to seeing shit that they shouldn't be seeing. You will want they could just slip in the wrong at the wrong room at the wrong time and see somebody getting clapped. Now they mind fucked up for the rest of their life.
Bro, you
traumatized.
You a sophomore, junior in high school, and your little 7th, 8th grade sister is one out of 3 or 4 girls in the entire school that's pregnant. That's bad.
That's bad.
That's bad.
I feel like that's work. I know the trap baby
that's
shit.
That's nasty work.
The trap joint, wow.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
the
They're
school
both equally
joint-
fucked up.
Nah, the school joint is an actual humiliation ritual.
The school
every
shit
day-
is fucked up physically, and the trap shit is fucked up psychologically.
But the trap shit, you ain't around people. You could just avoid people, just be whatever hood whatever hood niggas you around.
What you mean, nigga? Whole shootouts could happen in the trap and shit,
Every
and
day.
you got a whole kid up in there.
But you're at school listening to principals, teachers, tell you, yeah, you 15, like how you gonna break? You gotta hear that every day.
That's
every
what the mental
single
coming in.
day.
That's the mental.
That's more of humiliation ritual, having to wake up at 6, 7 in the morning, gotta go to school around your peers and your friends, you know what I mean? And you're the only one that's pregnant. Like, yeah, I don't know how you could do. That's humiliating.
But at the end of the day, that's somewhat self-inflicted.
Okay.
In the sense of,
I agree with that.
if you wanted to be out of school
You can.
while you pregnant, you can. If you actually stuck around and want to go to class and want to go to lunch and go, that's your choice. You know what you do. I understand all this shit that you saying. But at the end of the day, if you choose to go down this route, you need to understand what's going to come with this
You gotta
shit.
stand on that business.
You gotta understand. And a lot of them, when they feel like they getting too weak and they can't deal with it, they'll just get the fuck out. So it's not like some shit where they're forced to do it. They can get out whenever the fuck they get tired enough.
Right.
Yep.
So that's bad that just you gotta go through all that, but it's real self-inflicted.
Right.
The other one, that's not self-inflicted. Them kids don't know what the fuck they going. They can't just leave if they wanted. They could. But a lot of them, that's
What they
their
gonna
parents.
know? What they gonna know?
That's some of them kids. That's all they know.
Right.
I be wanting to tell my niggas about that shit, but a lot of them niggas be like, man, come on, nigga, you already know what it is. We ain't got nowhere to go, motherfucker. Some of them really don't have their families in their life.
It's all survival.
They ain't got nowhere.
It's just survival tactics.
They could go to the shelter, but they don't want to be caught. Some of them
That's
do
pride.
go to
That's
the
pride.
shelter.
That's
That's a lot
definitely
of
pride.
pride. I told you.
Because it's like you don't want to hit or accept that you've hit that low to go stay up in the shelter.
You can't be in the block and be in the trap every day, and now you living in the motherfucking
shelter.
Atlantic City, Camden.
Some niggas do though, and they'll go silent. You won't hear from them from days.
But
You
I
be like,
respect,
yo, what's going on with
I
this
respect
nigga?
that because at least if they detox and not getting high no more, they really trying to elevate. That's cool. But I get what you saying.
Yeah,
That
see
shit can be
niggas that stand up in the
embarrassing.
shelter. Niggas be standing up in the YMCA and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Be right on the block.
And be right outside at the chicken
But they gotta
store,
make sure they make
across
it
the street
back.
from the library, shooting up, rolling up, you
You'll
know what I
never
mean?
know.
Doing their thing, and then when the sun come down,
Like, I'm
alright,
gonna
I
look-
gotta go
yeah, I'm gonna
home.
look
Right
at
to the
these
YMCA
bitches.
with all these other niggas in a building that we use as a gym for a fucking high school and shit right
Exercise.
across the street. Nah, nigga, when the school that I went to Harp Academy. Harp Academy, it's a school, but it's like we just moved that shit into, first it was in an abandoned mall, abandoned part of the mall.
Turned into a school.
It was a school. It was like one side.
It was an abandoned mall that got turned into a school.
Yeah, because it's like a big ass center and shit, and all the surrounding stores, they were all closed. So it was like we could just turn them bitches into classrooms and shit, like some real ghetto shit. So the other side is the actual store and shit that's actually open and shit, but in the center on the inside is really like a school, but it's not really supposed to be open at all. But it's a school.
I don't know.
Move that shit across the street to a completely abandoned tall building and shit. That's supposed to be the upgrade and shit. And then you just all that shit, man. It's just
like I really didn't want to bring this up, but I have to. I don't know if you saw his cause me and Mo was talking about it off the record. You seen the Jamie Foxx video that he posted like 4 or 5 days ago?
I saw it post on my timeline, but I didn't really click it.
The one where he's doing the shit with his eye? Yeah. That allegedly, because that's a recent one, I ain't no old one. You still got the same outlook. Is it still funny?
It's just this situation that's going on. It's like I really can't. If I try to reminisce about the old Jamie and shit, and the funny moments, it's gonna be like it's just really gonna reinforce my thoughts on the whole situation.
And you're gonna be more biased to think it's some bullshit.
And there's like a lot of people don't want to give it up to the give it up to the conspiracy theorists and shit.
He could have legitimately been sick. He's going through a lot. Why y'all trying to tear black men down?
But when people actually coming through with facts, a lot of motherfuckers will write it off like, oh, they crazy, they bugging, they just doing this shit for clout, they're clickbaiting. But if some shit is in your face, bro, you clearly could see it. It's like, how the fuck, like what else do you need?
They just confirmed it in a
You confirmed my thoughts that this shit is the fucking Matrix.
Bro,
like, there's no way.
They confirmed it. They just confirmed it in the trial. They was saying the bull was like the UFOs and the alien shit. That shit real.
That's what
They just confirmed it in court. Like, nigga had to go on and
MK Ultra and all that shit. I just saw a video of
those experiments are 100% true.
Real. They confirmed them. Bruh, I just saw a video of a governor, I don't know bruh's name, I think he's a Democrat, I don't fucking know. He had an interview, and while he was talking mid-sentence, he just
shut down. The same way Shaq in some videos, he just stood still, and they like, nah, he was just playing around. How do a nigga just go straight?
And Draymond Green.
I saw that was years ago, but that
shit was crazy.
Like,
now,
I didn't chip off, and then he just went back like he wasn't serious.
Once he heard his name being called, that's when he snapped out of it. So if you telling me that shit ain't real and you have multiple celebrities going through these same, Wendy Williams, the same things, Cardi B, these niggas are going through the same shit.
Oprah Winfrey.
Like, nigga. It ain't cap.
I gotta stop because it's about 20 other motherfuckers.
All these different niggas gonna have strokes and shit.
And we already talked about it on early audio, 3 Truths, and on MJ Talk. They literally do experiments where it's 8 people in the room, 6 of them are under the experiment and the other 2 don't know what's going on, and they intentionally tell the 6 people when they say 2 + 2, you say 5, and the 2 people that don't know, they start saying the wrong answers because everybody been doing experiments on people's minds. Like if everybody like toxic shit, everybody's gonna follow like, alright, all the bitches like toxic shit. Okay, I need to like the toxic shit to fit in. They've been doing these experiments for years.
I'm gonna clarify. This is NC's reality. I'm gonna clarify. I'm not gonna say toxic. I'm not gonna say goofy. Everybody loves the dumb shit.
That's correct.
The dumb shit is what sells. The dumb shit is what popping. Every 5 minutes, you just look outside.
The kids in there, they would have like green eyes or blue eyes, or brown hair and blonde hair. You know, something that they all, like a large half of them had. And the other, nigga, that's what they did. Listen, that's what they, on the extent, not all the way, but like, to an extent, they were just having psychological warfare. But it was with a whole kindergarten class. It was a teacher, and she did it with all these little kids. And the fact that they really all fell for it, they were all friendly at first. They was all cool.
And they all
didn't have no difference. This bitch, I mean,
I got you. She put it all against each other.
She just put it, like she was just uplifting.
Nah, give me example.
Like look, if it's kids with green eyes,
I got you.
And then there's kids with blue eyes.
Okay.
The blue-eyed kids are so disruptive, while the green-eyed kids, I just wish I had all of you in this.
This is some white and black racist shit, but they're starting. Nah.
Now, mind you, all of them in the room, they all could hear what the fuck she's saying. One group feels uplifted, and the other group feels like, damn, what the fuck?
So now it's a discrepancy.
It's verbal manipulation.
So
this
now the
shit
green
could tie it back from the war you brought up with the Jews and with the Germans and black and white. Nigga, East Coast, West Coast. Nigga, South versus North.
So now the green eyes is like, why ain't we good enough? And the blue eyes looking at the green eyes like, you're peasants. So now you got this divide where everybody stay on this
side.
And
let's take it deeper. Bloods and Crips.
Colors and whites.
Men and women.
I said Dominican. Republic, Democrat.
Nigga, anything Spanish versus black.
Religion. Islam
versus Spanish.
Islam versus Christian.
No, but a lot of nigga, I seen it. Dominicans, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, they wouldn't fuck with each other, but they wouldn't fuck with niggas before they wouldn't fuck with the other one.
True.
Nigga, I seen the Trinitarios,
I'ma be real. I feel like
fuck with each other. They're cool with.
I feel like Indians and Native Americans is the closest thing to niggas, the closest race to niggas.
Nigga, that whole,
I'm being real.
That whole I'm no black, I'm Dominican. That shit was a real war back then, nigga. It was a black versus Dominican.
Even Nori said he wish he would have embraced him being Dominican when he was younger, but he just was more on the
nigga side.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was cool to be a nigga. Nowadays, it's cool to be a poppy.
Nah, I'm gonna take a step further. I feel like nowadays it's cool to say you black, white, and a little bit Mexican. Like it's good for you to say you're multiple.
Right now, I'm a good part Native American, so it's like that last tip you said, I'm like,
So you honestly saying, in my opinion, you feel like it's another race or ethnicity other than Native? I feel like Native Americans, especially off that shit Dave Chappelle said, if it was real, that's the closest thing to niggas.
In America,
Native Americans?
Yeah. Mexicans don't move like niggas because they're too much. They got too much unity and they on time and they work harder than us. Niggas don't do that. Go ahead, I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Not all of them.
Native Americans have such a tight community. It's like nothing to play with.
I'm not saying ain't nothing to play with, but I be around Spanish and Hispanic. I be around Spanish and Hispanic people. They work together.
Let me tell you. For me, I'm watered down from them.
Right.
I'm watered down from them. But when I go to like areas where it's like I go to an area that's fully my tribe, where it's full blooded of my tribe. Bro, there's no games to be played there. There's no street talking. There's no bullshit. No none of that. It is you see an elder, you bow your head and say show respect and keep it pushing.
I'm not
saying homeland, but when we're talking about on American soil,
this is on American soil. This is all on American soil. This is literally what's going on, like outside these streets and everything. Like these niggas really do not play no games. And then when somebody violate, it's on blood.
I'm not saying
any game where you ever see.
But that's the homeland shit. Because if we talking about like
American
it's the same thing with Dominicans. It's like it's a lot of shit. Niggas start fights with Dominicans and shit. But if you go to DR and shit,
hell no, it's over with.
Nigga, that's a homeland situation.
I know.
So, nigga, I'm just saying because I was about to say with the Indians, it's like I seen some Indians that they be in some unfortunate circumstances where they broke and shit, and people will really treat them like shit. I've seen it all the time in NY. But so it's like,
especially if the niggas can't say English or anything.
Like, yeah, they be on the sidewalk and shit, and
always
people
looking
really
for
walk by them. Nigga, they be in the liquor store drinking and shit.
What do you mean by splitting?
I got slightly correction. Indians, red dot. Native Americans, Here first.
No shit. I know the difference, nigga. And that's why look, a lot of niggas will be ignorant and call both Indians and shit. But me, I understand, I realize there's a difference between Indians and Native Americans. That's why I appropriate both. One with the red dot, that's Indians, and one with the, you know what I mean?
And I think the Chinese and Japanese
Native
people,
Americans.
they don't like getting mixed up.
They don't.
No.
It's the same thing,
Same
like I said, we have with the Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and Mexicans.
I don't know which one's worse between the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans versus the Chinese and the Japanese. I think the Dominicans, they really hate that shit.
They do.
If you say they Mexican and they Puerto Rican, they gonna violate
And for real, I see Mexicans and Puerto Ricans fuck with each other before they fuck with Dominicans.
Yes.
Like, they don't.
And I don't get the
Dominicans are
politics.
so. Listen, look, they dominated my city in a fucking. Out of a fucking decade, they took over that bitch.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before Patterson was all blacks.
Right.
But then after a while, you started having a little bunch of Puerto Ricans. You know, every little Spanish group is coming in slowly.
Right.
But with the Dominican wave, them niggas came in around 2009, 2010. It was a whole fucking sweep to the point nowadays they've renamed like 7 streets. All of our politicians and shit, the mayors and shit, all Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only one we really had was one half nigga that was half black and half Dominican.
Right.
Yes.
So it's like, nigga, they took over crazy, bruh.
So speaking on family,
Yeah.
did the Island Boys violate?
Nigga, them niggas is weird, but it's like, it fucks my head up because I know for a fact they did it for clout.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time,
I didn't think that.
that's what I'm saying.
It was a play and a move,
On
but
some
that shit,
on some weird shit, brothers. I've seen it growing up. They do kids and shit, same like.
but that
fathers
shit,
and
when I
sons.
saw that shit confirmed, oh, y'all two definitely was them 2 kids that was sitting on that island with Jeff, and y'all sat there and said that wasn't y'all when that viral picture went out when it was Jeff, and it was both of them sitting there on this, like he had his hands around both of them, they was on the exclusive island. So seeing them do that just confirmed to me, oh yeah, y'all definitely was at that island doing shit y'all wasn't supposed to at that age. So y'all doing that video, yeah, it was for clout, for buzz, but y'all probably been doing that like
For a minute.
Not years, but
I didn't watch it, so I'm not gonna lie.
For a minute because I don't know the
Like soon as I heard about it and I saw the video and like literally I just clicked the video and all I saw was them 2 niggas stare at each other, and as soon as they head turned, I just went to the comments, and when I looked at the comments, I'm like, oh nah, that based on what the comments saying, because I didn't watch the video, they were saying them niggas was like way too intimate and way too into it, and like Zah just said, that wasn't no little, even baby kissing Wayne was wild, but it wasn't like no that's my bro.
That shit, bro.
It wasn't like that's my bro and that's my fam. This was more like y'all been doing this shit, or this is what y'all do, or you know what I mean? Like it just nah. Cause if that's your bro, you want to show your bro love, you can give him a hug, strong dap up. You know what I mean? You could do something other than I don't know. That shit them 2 niggas did. Fuck clout. That was nasty.
That's weird.
That was nasty.
That was just some weird ass shit. Now the Baby and Weezy one, that shit is
not the Baby. He's talking about Baby Stunner. And Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Birdman, yeah. Like that
Just
shit was fucked up. Yeah, that shit was fucked up. That shit fucked my head up for a minute when I first saw that shit. But this shit with them is like, I know it's for
too much clout. It's too much
but
clout.
it's like, damn,
You
like you really would do anything. And I just came up to that conclusion before I saw that shit. I already had it in my head. Like, damn, people will really do anything nowadays for some clout.
And you got
I was talking about that Carly Russell situation where she lied about the whole. People will do anything for clout, and then when I just open up IG and I see that shit with them, I said, you know what? I don't even want to see this shit. I just clicked it off, went right on YouTube, because I'm like, I just thought about that shit with this bitch. Now y'all just stamped the fucking thought in my head already. Like, that's what it is.
And on the street shit we was talking about earlier, I'm gonna bring 2 of these situations to your attention. Meek was at a show recently, and he was saying free Tory.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, a week before that, they was pretty much saying that Rich Homie did an interview, or he was I think it was either interview or discussion he was having with somebody, and he pretty much straight up dry snitch told, saying that Thug had something to do with the dude, Peanut. I guess he was like a nigga that just had a lot of ties in Atlanta or whatever.
Yeah.
So based off the street code, did Rich Homie really like dry snitch? Is he wrong for saying that, knowing that
If he told personal information that the public did not
knowing
know.
Thug in jail now you feel comfortable with putting out music, interviewing, saying
You increased and you gave the DAs and all of them more evidence to use against him already. So yeah, that's some real op shit.
Like
that's some shit like I wouldn't move in Atlanta because that nigga Thug do have a lot of influence. A lot of people still fucking with Thug.
Right.
Even if it ain't YSL as a whole, they still fucking with Thug and seeing how solidified he is, not telling on nobody, just taking the L's. All that shit is just making them fuck with him even more. So if you really just told on this nigga who's a big influence in y'all city, I wouldn't even want to go outside like that over there because I know it's gonna be some
In the
problems.
same way you said with the Suki Hana, YK Osiris shit now, Rich Homie doing interviews. He got a new album on the way.
He got his name out there.
Dropping a couple singles. He got a couple singles in the vault he won't release. All this is happening now that fella's in jail buried.
That goes right back to the whole rats are winning scenario.
And they was saying that it was reported that Tory Lanez could have been on the song with 6ix9ine, and they saying should have had been Tory Lanez on the track, or should they have kept Kodak. And then you got Meek out here, even with Bull getting, found guilty, and I ain't saying that Meek was really guilty. It could have been a mistrial on some, some flaky shit. Meek was really saying free Tory, so it's just like I don't see nobody out here saying free Tory.
That one gave me a headache.
Cause nobody out here saying free Tory right now.
No.
She wasn't supposed to win.
Then it's like 3-4 days ago, she gonna post her Instagram story, her sitting in the studio back in that mood. I bet you is now.
Hell yeah.
And I'm not saying you might have went through some traumatizing things, so I don't want to be too hard on the women, but it just seems
that's
like
why she won.
Yeah.
Because
women empowerment, Me Too movement.
she's one of the forefront of that movement right now on the music side.
And I don't like the fact that she got all them sympathy awards, got all this buzz. Even 50 Cent went on interviews and said, I'm sorry. And guess what they told her? Like, all right, since you won that case, go sit down. We need you to go hibernate in the crib for about 6-7 months, get your mind right.
And come right back
And
out.
guys,
Come right
fuck
back
out of here, yo.
Take your
Fuck
place.
out of here, yo. Fuck
We
outta
know
here.
that we know that trial was a stress on you and shit, but he out the game now.
And you
so
wanna know
just
what's
take your
sad?
time, relax.
And now that we on the conversation about female artists, she done sat here and saw the Ice Spice. She done saw all this shit going on. So now
She wanna get on the wave.
she gotta pick a side. She gotta link up with somebody. It gotta be, but whoever she link up with, you gotta stay on that side. So if you wanna link up with Cardi, Lotto, or Glorilla and all them, you ain't getting no feature from Nicki, Ice Spice. You need to leave them all over there. But if you wanna go link up with Nicki and Ice Spice, you gotta know you'll never do songs with Cardi again. Lotto is not, you know what I mean? So whatever side she go to, she gotta stay on that energy. And the only way she can stay green is if she go to what's her name? Katy Perry?
Katy Perry.
If she go there, she can just stay green. But I don't know if Katy Perry gonna want to drive.
No, she wanna keep it ghetto. So she gonna keep it ghetto and work with the
Cardi B.
The Cardi B.
WAP Part 2.
Yep. Remix.
And it was already heard that Nicki Minaj said
The Lizzos and shit.
Nicki Minaj said at a concert like a month ago, like, yeah, we don't fuck with Stallions. I said, yo. And even shout out to Academics, man. He even said it. He said, man, Megan need to pick the mic up and spit some Remy Ma bars back. Nicki said it clearly. She said it 3 straight times. We don't fuck with Stallions. We don't fuck with. I'm like,
She did though.
And she said the word chest out, and then all the the
That's
bar.
a real female.
We don't fuck with Stallions bars.
Bro, let me say this.
And Megan
Let
gonna
me
say
say
nothing. She just gonna sit
If she was Ice Spice, she could work with whoever the fuck she want.
Bro, let's be real. Let's be real. When niggas have beef with each other, it's strictly the beef to the one person.
Real shit.
When women have beef with each other, it's with the whole clique.
And I'm so mad I just got this in my brain. Now that they done pick sides with this industry, weird female, male artist shit, Ice Spice and Cardi B will never, ever link up. And if they do link up, Ice Spice gotta smut Nicki's name out in the process. No. No. So y'all both from New York, and I get Nicki from New York too. But it would be better to get that Ice Spice card. But now that Ice Spice done linked with Nicki, Cardi would never. Cardi stayed with Lotto and them.
Bro, Cardi B already smutted Ice Spice's name out on his Twitter.
Yeah, it's done up. She gonna call that bitch a dirty Bronx bitch.
And that was before the link with Nicki. That was before the link with Nicki. So
I don't like the fact that motherfucker. So when Megan come out and she do that song with whoever she do it with, just know she's staying on that side, and the other side is done up. And that's fucked up, man. Word up, that shit fucked up.
Hey, but in your opinion, what side do you think she's going to?
She's going to the she ain't got no choice. If she wants to get her career back, like Zah saying, be right back in the mix, she better go get that Ice Spice Nicki feature. And all three of them get on the song. Yeah, she can do the little Cardi, Lotto shit, but Cardi don't need to be making that much music for real. And Lotto, she's starting to fall off a little bit. And speaking of fall off, I've been saying this shit a couple videos, and I ain't saying it because I was hating. I'm just speaking the facts. Man, I'm telling you, this Lil Baby falling off conspiracy shit, this shit going through the roof. Cause he said, I feel like I'm Wayne in his prime. I'm going through a Wayne run. This ain't Wayne like. This ain't Wayne like. Wayne was holding shit down for 3, 4, 5. I'm talking back to back to back. I feel like Lil Baby had.
6.5.
I feel like Lil Baby had 2 years.
Yeah, he is.
And every time he gotta, and guess what? Every time he gotta bring that buzz back, who is he doing the song with? The #1 artist in the world. It hit different when it take for you to get on that track with Drake.
Right now.
Like it take for niggas to get on that track with Drake, and now they back Billboard.
Let's be honest.
Y'all talking about reviving careers.
Let's be real.
Nobody revive careers more than Drake in this generation.
Let's be real. Drake is going Billboard. You just riding coattails. And if you decide to catch that drift and take flight, it's up to you.
But this is where I disagree at.
But if you fall, that's on you.
This
is
where I disagree on that point at. I feel
exactly. That's like how with Black Boy JB and shit.
But I feel like overall, Lil Baby needs Drake on that song to get on Billboard. But Lil Baby versus pause be harder than Drake. Every time Lil Baby and Drake do a song, they be saying Lil Baby killed the song.
Goes into a whole new gear.
And he killed the song better than Drake did. But he needs to have that.
Nigga, if he come in with that energy like he did with that Dirt song and shit, keep going.
Right,
like if he came some shit like that, then I bet he back on this shit. But he ain't. He been all his songs been sounding repetitive. And once I say any artist, once they start hitting the Baby effect,
right,
and all your shit sounds exactly like the last shit over and over and over. Niggas gonna get tired of your shit, you know what I'm saying?
But like, all them songs him and Drake did, everybody's saying that 90% of them songs Lil Baby had the better, he had the better ball.
Let me tell you this, Drake, whenever he gets on a feature with somebody, 80% of the time he plays the supporting role because that's how he started. That's what kept his name alive. Literally, Lil Wayne even said it. We gonna be lit. We with Drake on every hook.
And I ain't gonna lie, Wayne gave Drake every gem and what he needed, especially when he went to jail to carry the mail. And I feel like Drake just took that
Drake
shit.
the keys.
Yeah.
And Drake elevated.
Yeah, word up.
Let's be real. Like, Drake knows what he's doing. Okay? What works for him is still working for him.
This is a legit question. Please don't crucify me for saying this.
Go for it.
Is Drake going to be bigger than Wayne? This is a legit quote. When it's done, when it's said and done, and Drake is at that point where he's starting to decline, and we'll be like, all right, this is the end of Drake era.
He is in Canada. He's already that in Canada.
No, in the US too.
In the US too, right now.
So you saying overall he's going to have a better career than Wayne?
He's saying now.
Because nigga ain't even after the career is over and shit. You gotta think this nigga's gonna be invested in so many.
I can't disagree with you. I can't disagree with you.
Is he gonna be better than Jay?
Cause you gotta think.
Is Drake gonna surpass Jay? I feel like he is.
If Drake come out more about the Eiffel Tower
for decades.
He got to come out more about the Eiffel Tower. That nigga got
no, actually no.
Just follow me a little bit. I'm saying I feel like when it's said and done, they gonna be putting Drake up there with Michael Jackson, Prince. They gonna put him with Elvis. They gonna put him with niggas that's just icon. I'm not saying Jay-Z and them is not icons, but they're gonna put this nigga on a level to where I feel like they setting it up for Drake to be at the top. Over Jay, over Biggie, over Pop, Wayne. They're trying to build Drake to be MJ pop star flow.
Especially if when he starts getting old enough and shit where he's not making music like that no more and he's doing other shit.
Is Drake out of his prime right now?
No.
Hell no.
When did his prime start? 07?
08. No. 09 and shit.
So he's been on it.
He had like 5 hit songs in one fucking year.
What artists do
I'm gonna
we know
say
have
he was
a...
at his prime when Wayne went to jail.
Alright, how many artists do you know that got a year, that got a prime? They was in a prime for 10 years straight. Other than niggas like Michael Jackson. I don't know about Lil Wayne. I don't know if he had 10 years straight because he fell out with the Hot Boys. Juvenile niggas went that he was the last nigga on the record label, was married. So he went through contra. I'm talking Drake. I feel like Drake has been top 3 if not number 1 since he came out.
Yeah.
Who can you say was better than Drake all this time? Jay-Z or Lil Wayne, that's it. Yeah, just
especially with his storyline and shit is an interesting story.
Degrassi.
He was Jimmy from Degrassi. He was the nigga in the wheelchair, and now he a rapper now. And a lot of his songs, a lot of niggas wasn't fucking with. But then the more you play them and shit, it's like I could fuck with it.
I feel like
then you started hearing him on this nigga song, that nigga song, this nigga song, that nigga song. Had a bunch of hits on his song.
And what was he doing? He was rocking the hooks. Like I said, when any new artist, and this is why everybody say, when they get on his track and they take over, he's letting them take over to help them get their shine up.
But I feel like
they're looking at the song because they see Drake's name. They're looking at it because they see Drake's name.
But he finessed the industry. Because everybody was saying it's bitch shit just to talk about women. And I just want to be successful. Baby, you my everything. You are my everyone. They said he was a bitch for that. Now everybody's singing the bitches and it's cool to be a simp now.
Exactly.
But that was bullshit back in 09. Nah, he finessed the system now. Because everything that y'all called him a bitch for, y'all doing it now for market sales. I fell in love with Waukesha.
That generation don't have power no more.
Right. In this generation, he looked at damn near on a music scale to these kids a god in the music sense. Right. But back then, he looked like a punk ass nigga back then. So even though he didn't, a lot of people then came at him about his sexuality, like he was gay and shit, but he never said anything. It's just how the light skin, soft that look. But yeah, he
back then light skins was.
Look at his song.
So is it acceptable to say is it acceptable to say right now Jay-Z's Michael Jordan, Drake is LeBron? Or is Drake more like Kobe? I think Drake is LeBron of the rap industry and he's tracing Michael Jordan, Jay-Z. Is that a careful assessment?
Dragging it?
Yeah, am I dragging or am I fishing? Like am I trying to
you kinda reaching with it?
Yeah, am I reaching
because when you compare that.
So you saying is Drake more on Kobe flow?
I'ma say Drake. I'ma say yeah, he's behind Jay-Z. Yes.
So Jay-Z's Mike.
Yes.
To the rap industry.
Yes.
So you saying Drake is more on Kobe?
You gotta understand. You gotta understand the influence.
Right.
I'm gonna put him at a fusion of LeBron and Kobe.
But what do you think is more? What do you think is more?
The influence he's having to catch up to Jay-Z.
Right.
That's why I'm saying it's a fusion. Because everybody's still saying Mamba like right now like Kobe.
I'm not saying
he
Kobe
has that influence.
I'm not saying Kobe because I feel like overall Drake's not trying to be Jay-Z. You know who's Kobe? Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne already said once Jay-Z said he don't write no more, he said I'm not writing no more. And that's when he went in that studio and tore up every piece of paper and he stopped writing. In my brain, my conspiracy theory is I look at Jay-Z as Mike, I look at Lil Wayne as Kobe, I look at Drake. I feel like Drake is coming for that top spot, and if you do this for another 5 years, and then just have that entity the same way Jay-Z had once the bars was not there no more, it'll be good money, man. But
I feel you, but the only way that I can compare Drake to Jay-Z is if he do a big money move, like how Jay-Z bought the Louvre. Drake got to buy the Eiffel Tower.
Drake just did a $500 million recently.
You said the Eiffel Tower? That nigga ain't gonna buy that.
Bro, Drake just did a $500 million recently.
You know what I'm saying? The Eiffel Tower, you know how much that shit is?
Yeah.
He gonna get money, but I don't see that.
But Jay-Z,
Did you know how much
Jay-Z
the
doesn't
Louvre
have a
was?
Jay-Z doesn't have
You know
a
how much the
country.
Louvre was?
Nigga, Jay-Z has a fucking eye.
I'm not smutting out his name. I'm just saying
know.
Drake has a country where it's like they look at him as the leader. They look at him as Kim Jong-un. My bad.
Kim Jong.
They look at him as he's Hitler. He is like the bro. If Drake said you can't come to Canada, you better not even try to. This is an artist. This is not a politician, a police officer, a lawyer. This is a singing rap artist that's telling you you cannot come to this country. That hit different when you're banned from a country and you can't perform at no shows. Pusha T. I'm just saying.
Nigga, it hits different when you own a fucking island. It hits
Because in that island, so what's more valuable, an island or a country?
If niggas cancel you and say you can't make music no more, nigga, you see what YoungBoy doing at that fucking house? You know how many
He's
fucking
doing concerts at his crib.
You know how many fucking, if you want to get into production, you could do what Tyler Perry did, build you a land full of houses and shit, cast the production. You want to be making music videos, hella different spaces to shoot from. You want to do anything business-wise, you got the enough fucking space. In the social sense, he's the man of Canada. But is he really has the power to do some shit over there? No!
He has the power to have the youngins try to stop
You know how
people
much-
that's running the shit? No.
You know how much power Jay-Z got on his own fucking island?
Not questioning it. I'm not questioning
Let me say this. If you're a young person up and coming and Jay-Z said you can't come to New York and get no business.
Right. You can go to Cali and still be good.
Yeah, but here's my thing.
You
I know
can
what you're
still,
saying, I know
you
what
can
you're
still go to
saying,
New York and make it. But it's just the fact that
If
you gotta
Jay-Z
listen.
try to blackball,
Our
if
generation
Jay-Z really try to blackball you, stay alone.
I know what
Yeah, if you're trying to get somewhere,
He
yeah,
got that power
He
to-
can make a put you blacklisted everywhere.
He
Yeah,
can blacklist you and get rid of you.
yeah, cause he locked in like that. But yeah,
I'm gonna be real though.
but you can still live there though. You'll be broke as hell, but you can still live there. It ain't like on no shit like
You ain't going nowhere in the music
can't move.
You just can't milli rock on certain blocks.
Yeah.
On any
The
block.
only way you can survive is working at a warehouse and shit.
Yeah.
That. You know what I'm saying? But on the sense of you can't come over there, you can't come around there, you still can.
You still can.
You're just gonna have a really hard time going around.
Like you can go to Canada. If Drake do that to you, like Drake said to the Three Shoes, say we go to Canada and make a video in Canada. The youngins will have a problem.
Right.
But the people that's there and seeing us making money,
That's judging us off of our character and not what somebody else is saying. But
We
we
can
ain't know
still
the
go
person
there.
rather going off speculation.
we can still go there.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no problem for us to go there and go look at Niagara Falls for a minute and do a little quick skit in front of it. It's not gonna stop us.
Ladies, y'all gonna like this one before we close this out, man. Let's talk about Chrisean Rock. What's the update on that one, Zah?
The update is she is still carrying with child.
Correct. Cause last I heard of her, she was with Sexy Red at the BET Awards.
Oh, that
yeah.
shit was a mess.
And
But
it's
we ain't
crazy,
even
we-
talking about that one.
Yeah, but we didn't even
that
talk
ain't
about that on
right.
the
That ain't
No, we talked about it, but I'm saying we're not even gonna talk about that shit today, cause that shit
is a whole segment.
Was
or a whole-
ghetto.
Yeah.
on TV, on full display.
It's fucked me up. I saw videos of people recording them like that was actually there at the beat. So just to see her really like twerking and jumping around with
That
Sexy
shit
Red.
was a living. That
Yeah.
shit was a living boom throw.
And I'm a
Yeah,
I'm,
damn sure
and
was.
people
How
can
the,
say
how the
whatever.
episode where they were showing the
Yeah.
rappers where they was fighting at the BET
Yeah.
Awards,
People can say
that looked like that.
That was a Boondocks
The
prediction.
ghetto stereotypical nigga scene at an award show, like the Source Awards and shit.
Yup.
That was like the Source Awards back then without the violence.
And people say I'm weird, but I'm the type of nigga that when all that going down and they sitting there dancing Pound Town, all that brown, when they doing all that, I'm not looking at them. The first 2 times, I look at them and see what they do, and then I watch it another 3 times, and I just look at everybody around. And when I see Sexy Red with money to her hair, Chrisean sitting there dancing,
Doing the puffy lip and shit.
and when I look in the crowd and I look at the people around and I just see people just sitting there like this, like I can't wait for this to be over because that's what I look at. Cause y'all can do all that. Now you gotta look at what the people is doing. Yeah, you got some people turning up, Boosie, but you gotta look at the other 45% that's sitting there like, y'all is really ghetto. Like this is really degrading. I don't even know why I'm here. You got some people walking away while they performing.
The old generation is crazy.
Bro, I'm looking at people.
Bro, you look at it, you saw 50 tables clear. 50 tables uncleared and said, I'm not being part of this game.
And you even said, you said in the one audio joint, on the audio Wednesday, my buddy, and you see the
that
old
shit
people,
like a block party.
and you see the old people
that
looking
shit
so
was
confused.
crazy. Like with Sakiana and shit. Her is like.
But shout out to my nigga Shiggy, that nigga definitely said that song was more lyrical than Doodoo Brown.
Nigga.
And that's fucked up, cause they both is on the same level of a ratchet ghetto.
We not getting over the topic of the BET Awards.
Nah,
shit with Sakiana. When I just saw a video today that made so much sense, cause she recently, a couple months back, had like a video of a nigga that she was getting interviewed by. She was showing her pictures of his dick, and then she didn't seem like, oh, he just violated me as a woman. She wasn't moving like that. She seemed intrigued. Yep. But when YK Osiris come from behind, now I'm not condoning it, that shit was wrong.
But she looking at it like, pause, a dick pic is less violating than a nigga trying to kiss you, when in reality, a nigga showing you his man.
It just matter who the nigga.
Assault.
It was just matter. It was just matter about who the nigga was.
Know, a woman gonna say it wasn't physical. He just, but y'all sit here and say y'all don't want that.
But he showed his penis to her. She could have easily, if YK Osiris or any other nigga that she don't fuck with like that did that to her, she could have been like, that traumatized me as a woman.
Look at the fucking, bro, look at the morals. You cool with getting peed on. You cool with getting walked like a dog. You cool with a nigga showing you his
bitch was in UK talking about eating niggas' ass.
That's all cool. But you draw the line.
People.
But you draw the line when a nigga kiss you on the back of your neck. That's where your morals is. I thought the morals should have ended when a nigga peed on you.
And the fact that she could have really dragged this shit out and drugged this nigga through the mud and the industry would have crucified
him. But like you said twice in 2 videos, what buzz is she gonna get off YK? He's gonna get more buzz off of her more than she's gonna benefit off him.
But if she would have switched the narrative, if she dragged it out like he really fucked with me, I don't feel safe coming outside no more.
I have bad eye contact with men.
The industry, especially the women,
sympathy,
will fuck him up online to the point that will fuck him up show-wise, which will fuck him up with celebrities.
Through Twitter.
Everybody will cancel him faster than they did the Baby.
Guess what? She's gonna get marketing collabs, features.
She'll be uplifted as a strong black woman.
Now she's on OnlyFans. Now she's in the 3%.
And she's still getting pissed on. She said she like getting pissed on and shit. What's next? She gonna say she like getting shitted on while this nigga is literally getting shitted on.
Or take it a step further, she wanna do this shit like she said, go out the country, I wanna be all in the nigga da-da-da pause, and I wanna eat him all crazy pause. Now you gonna want the nigga to shit on you while you eating. Like you pause, like you getting on some shit now where it's like, this is like degrading women type flow. Like you're just a dumpster trash can if you want a nigga to piss and shit and then spit in your mouth and dog walk you while you got the nut on your face, Paul.
Yep. I'm gonna ask y'all both this question. And how y'all feel about OnlyFans women?
OnlyFans women is no different from bitches from Backpage. It's just these bitches making millions now. The Backpage bitches was making 150 just to be exposed. Pause. Niggas was out here. I'm not saying not seeing, but it was the thing. Niggas used to be on MySpace putting they pause, putting they piece up as profile pics just to impress bitches and pause.
I look at OnlyFans bitches as bitches that's like they understand the game. Like they understand what's gonna get them a quick bag, what kind of niggas, specific niggas is gonna watch their shit and subscribe, and they're about to do it.
And I respect
it's a corporate hustle.
I respect you for showing
it's a corporate hustle.
But where they going not like what I'm about to say that is, y'all getting your money, y'all getting your bag, y'all not intelligent. Most of y'all be type slow for it.
Okay.
But it's still nigga, you could be a full blown R word and just have a good banging ass body, and niggas will still flock with you.
You could be
nigga, we know examples where a bitch could be real out there. Look like she probably dropped out in fucking kindergarten, but the fact that she looks okay or beautiful,
she could be on that American.
She's cool.
30 years old.
And she got a fat ass, good face. She's cool.
30 years old, 25 years old with a 5th grade educational IQ. Nasty work.
Alright, so I'm gonna continue to conjure because this actually happened, and the footage is not leaked to online, but the footage is in the courtroom. stabbed her boyfriend to death. How do you think that court case is gonna go, considering how OnlyFans women have so much power over social media at this point in time?
It's possible she can do.
Yeah.
It's possible she can do. It's possible she can do less than 5.
It's open back up because like she got acquitted the first time. Now it's open back.
I'm just
They
saying
opened it up again?
Because they found the footage.
it's possible she can still do less than less than 5.
I literally just saw it like 10 minutes ago.
It's possible she can just walk away.
Oh yeah, because they have been ringing their name, but I thought it was just some shit to talk about what happened years prior. I didn't know they opened it down.
They
But
opened it back up because they
I
found
mean,
the footage.
bruh, at the end of the day, if once they got that solid evidence on you, it'll be real hard for them to just say. Typically, it's gonna be real hard to say that you're gonna get off of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact at the times right now,
This video footage is clear visual, her face and his face, and that's what it's
Bro,
saying.
it was a female that was taking 20 pounds of weed from New Jersey to another country, and they told her she has to do no jail time. They took the
a teacher put herself on this, I forgot the age, it was either 13 or 14 years old, and got pregnant from the boy. An underage boy impregnated a 30-plus-year-old woman.
Was it some student teacher shit?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
And he got her pregnant.
Was it consensual? My bad. Or was it more like she groomed me?
She groomed him.
Like stay after school so I
Like
can
she
study
would
you type
flirt
shit.
with him every
You know
day
I'm
in
going
class,
with it, yeah.
give him extra
Like, yeah, you need
attention.
to stay after class. So
Like
we
it
can
was
get some
more that
ex-
she
so we
wanted
can
it
get
more
you-
than he did.
So we can get you some extra credit to boost your grades up so you can get that B- and get an A- B.
And the family tried to sue her, and they lost. They wanted her to go to jail to pay for what she did,
No, she's supposed to. She's supposed to.
but she didn't. The judge let her go and actually just put her in some
Mental institution.
no, not Mr. It's some shit that's optional for her, for real.
It's jail, but it ain't jail.
It's not even. She's not being incarcerated nowhere. It's just basically it's like some therapy shit
She got to stay in this
to make sure she
facility
was okay in the
mentally.
head.
And
But she still gets to go home, gets to go to work if she gets whenever she gets.
The other
This is the bad part. She kept the baby.
The other time.
Yes.
Oh my God.
The family wanted her to get rid of that. But
Yeah.
they saying that she planning on putting the boy on child support at some point. So now you got a 14-year-old boy that's about to be on child support and he's still in school and you're a grown-ass woman.
She went to trial pregnant, beat the trial, and still had the baby.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yes. I gotta look shorty name, but I saw that she won.
And
She
still
won.
pregnant and all, kept the baby.
Kept the baby.
Knowing it's from a 14, 15-year-old.
And think about how bad
How
this
is
nigga
she
credit
innocent?
is gonna
How is
be
she
fucked
innocent?
up.
Alright, I'm gonna give
Go
y'all my time out. Based on what Zahier is saying, and based on what we already talked about in MJ Talk, who has it easier, men or women? And based on this
Women.
trial case,
Women.
it's 100% women.
It's
But I know like 50 to 80 women that'll say, oh no, niggas got it easy, I can do whatever the hell y'all want.
No, that's
the
bullshit.
fuck we can't.
That's bullshit.
No, the fuck we can't.
And you said
Let
she
us
was-
dare to do some shit y'all
she was
do.
gonna put
You'll
a
be
fit-
locked up for life.
A 15-year-old with
It's
child support?
so bad. Yeah.
How?
He's
Bro.
the father.
But he
They
can't.
ran a DNA test
But they
on him.
always say until you're 18, your parents have to make all of your adult decisions until you become one.
Nigga,
It's already because behind closed doors, you laid with her and got her pregnant.
and they already
So they
tested
use
him. So
that as
nigga,
a
this is your
loophole.
child.
So you can't buy
use that as a
you
loophole.
can't
There's
buy
no
tobacco.
loophole out of this.
You
Nigga,
can't
you're
buy-
the father.
You can't buy tobacco legally. You can't drink legally, but you can pay child support to the
Yes,
government as a
Yes.
first.
You know, that's why I was about to say, you know how bad this nigga credit gonna be before he even hits 21?
Yup.
His credit gonna be 250.
Before he even is 18, his
Like
shit gonna be crazy.
Nope.
Shit gonna be 250.
Nope. His credit's gonna be 55 by the time he hit 18.
His
19.
shit is gonna be crazy, and it's like for some shit that he probably didn't even look. I've seen a lot of niggas talk about, man, me as a kid, hell yeah, I would want an older bitch trying to fuck with me. But when it's a realistic sense, when this kid actually didn't know that all this shit was gonna happen, and the fact that you messing with a child is sick in itself, because if the roles were reversed, and if
He
this
will
was
be
a
locked up for
man,
life.
if this was a man messing with a 14-year-old, 13-year-old girl, we know how that story gonna go. That nigga going under the fucking jail. He's
on
done.
death row, automatically.
He's done. But it's okay for a woman to get away with that. You done fucked up this young boy's life. I don't give a fuck. He's not hit. Nobody's life is less just because they're not a certain gender. This boy's life is fucked in the sense of his credit, his livelihood before he even is a legal age is gonna be fucked up on the hands of a grown ass woman that made the choice for him.
And what I don't like about what you just said, I agree with it, but the part I don't like for the child's sake is the fact that they're treating this 14, 15-year-old boy like he's a grown ass man. He's supposed to stand. What 15, 16-year-old kid is going to be able to go to high school and work a full-time job because he got paid? He got dropped out of high school. He's going to have a 15, 16-year-old intelligence. Now he got to go get himself a job. You can't work part-time and pay.
The crazy part
And then at the end of the day,
crazy part is at that age, his parents has to pay until he's 18.
he'll be so fucked up in the head. It's
No, that's legally how it is.
But
Look,
most niggas gonna drop out of high school, go to McDonald's or something, and just be full blown working. You know what I mean?
He's gonna be one of them niggas that it could turn out either way. Either this could make him into a hard-earned man of society that understands no bullshit to be taken lightly,
or this
could turn into a situation where it could turn dangerous, and then his mind is so. He could be one of them grown-ups that really didn't experience a childhood, so now he's bitter at life, and all he really knows is work.
The first part you said
That's a dangerous mindset.
The first part you said is 6 to 8%. But that second part you said is what 90 to 92% of men gonna do. You are 15, 16 years old. You are a freshman, sophomore in high school. How are you gonna go through puberty? You understand, like, damn, I ain't want bitches last year. I just wanted games, and now this year I just want to be around. You gonna go through puberty, all that. You trying to fit in, find your way out in life, and raise a child, and you don't even know who the fuck you are.
Not even raised. Pay for it.
And then
internally can make him a person that one of these men, a man that really resents women.
And you don't. And
So his relationships could be all fucked up from this point. He could be abusive. He could be like one of the.
He could be that R word.
Or drunk or that. Like he could be so fucked up in the head because he feels like this bitch fucked up my life.
Mm-hmm.
So all these other hoes ain't shit to me but bitches. He could be, and that's somebody that could have been somebody's potential husband. He could have been a good father once he had that time to live life.
He could have been the next Bill Gates. Like you don't know what
you don't know what his life could have went. And you already just made that deciding factor for him. That is like a big ass question mark on how he's gonna turn out before he even graduates out of high school. If he even graduates out of high school. That's the kind of shit that. Why the fuck we can't have those conversations when we talking about all these men versus women podcasting shit? It's all bullshit. But and the people only talk about the narrative.
Talk about the reality of shit.
They'll talk about the narrative that is trendy and what will get you most likes and shit. But let's talk about the real hard-hitting facts.
And then niggas gonna be crazy while we talking the real shit.
Exactly, and then they'll hear us talk about this shit, and they'll sweep this under the rug like these niggas is weird, even though I just used a whole fucking example that you can't refute. The boy was a minor.
100%.
The boy is a minor. I don't give a fuck that he's a boy. We shouldn't value a little girl's life over a young boy's life because they're still children.
100%.
These are children.
The problem is that the world, especially women, they don't want to accept the fact that it's possible that a woman could ruin a man's life. It's possible that a grown woman could ruin a young child's life. No, it's not that. It's always the men that's Paul's touching on little girls. It's always the stepdad that's violating his wife or significant other daughter.
You hear about the mommies that could go, the stepmommies that could hear about that.
Until you go on Netflix and you see documentaries, you be like, damn.
Unless
she killed her son.
Unless you actually look at newspapers and actually read how about this shit. This woman waited 28 years while these two boys was in jail lying about the four-letter word that we could not speak of. Cause that is too hurtful for men to even speak out loud.
And then it comes out, and then it come out the closet, or the skeletons come out. Damn, so this mom
they get out.
This mom in this country,
but they can't go home.
This mom in this country, she buried her kid. This mom in this country didn't put motherfucking bleach in they drink and make them motherfucking pet. They never want to make it seem like it's not possible for a woman to destroy a young boy. Like it's only the men that's destroying these young girls. Let's protect our young babies. It's go both ways. You gotta protect the sons and the daughters. I don't give a fuck if he 12.
Children are children at the end of the fucking day.
Real shit.
But in our society, the young girl is gonna grow up to be a future empowered woman, so we gotta protect her.
Bro, they're looking. Hold on. They're looking at.
Let's be real.
They're looking at.
Bring this to society.
They're looking at the
Let's
fact
be
that
real.
it's just men.
If everybody want to be a God-fearing person
Correct.
on this earth, and they want to really go about this, let's be real and talk about it. Women are the reason that we are in all of this chaotic shit.
They're the reason
and
why.
I'm sorry. And I'm sorry because I love women 100%.
But I keep it real. They're the reason why. What is that?
They are the reason why because they decided, because they want to follow their Lady Eve and decided to bite that apple and decided to bring all that negativity into this world and kick us out of the great garden.
Now niggas is eating apples and wondering why I got a worm in it. Because you didn't infect it. Natural God, everything that God put on earth that's natural. You didn't fuck up natural organic things. And what we going through now, they fucking up what love's supposed to be, what love language is. If a nigga cook for me and he gets rose for me, fuck that nigga, I want to be in the Rolls Royce.
What? That wouldn't even exist if Eve didn't even do that shit. If she would have just did, God told her one thing to do. One simple thing.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it and you'll be
Don't
good.
eat this motherfucking apple and this bitch gonna eat the apple anyway. So that's now we got death and now we got all this other destruction
Nah,
that's
y'all
going on in society. Y'all bashing we as the men are always supposed to put a woman way before we put ourselves, put them in this impossible ass pedestal that they could do no wrong, even though through history we've had examples after examples how a woman could go wrong.
Men, we gave up a rib so women can exist.
Other men are so gone with that shit, they can hear a nigga spit hard-earned facts and see other niggas that's their friends that they know going through bullshit regarding a woman, but yet they'll ignore that nigga and be like, man, but you already know what it is. We all came, we came from women. We came from women. Happy wife, happy life.
Even when she's wrong, she's right.
When we have a daughter, that's our little girl.
I'm glad you said that.
You know what I'm saying?
Just the fact that we all came from a woman, that don't make it that all women are right and all women are holier than thou. And if they fuck up, they should be excluded because they're feminine. They nurtured us.
A lot of us didn't even ask to be here, so it's like you can't even use that argument.
Bro, they switch it up so much. They say kids are innocent, they wasn't supposed to be here, but then they watch parents be unfit mothers, and then but you're supposed to listen to the child. And which one is it? Which one is it? Are we supposed to listen to the parent, or if the parent is not a proper fit, are we supposed to ignore and just be like, nah, happy wife, happy life? And we talked about this before. I'm not with all that shit before.
Right now.
I'm done with that. I'm done with that. You wrong, you fucking wrong, bro.
That's why a lot of men are holding women accountable.
Because we both
the fact that us as men, if we're in any harder situation, even if it's to the point that we don't know when our next meal is gonna come, or where we gonna lay our heads at night, no matter what day, what time of the year it is, hot ass summer, cold ass winter, we could plead for help from all our quote unquote loved ones, but 9 times out of 10, a nigga could say, I don't got no room for you. Or other niggas will so-called be hard on you and tell you, you a man, figure it out on your own. But a woman, no matter if you foul mouth, if you fucked up, if you cursed out a bunch of people, even in your own family tree, and people don't fuck with you,
snaked out all your friends.
Somebody in that family tree is gonna house you.
Every time.
So when we talk about equality and what's fair, we can't have that shit. There's a clear ass sign that we are equal.
And I can say
it's never been equal. Even the ones that want to act like they studs and they boys, now they still will get found somewhere to be put up before an actual heterosexual straight man boy is. That's just what it is. If you're born with you could censor it out too. If you're born with a coochie, your life is already solidified. No matter if you in the trenches, no matter if you in the top, fucking with somebody that's rich, you're always gonna be taken care of. As a nigga, as a man, you are not guaranteed that you're gonna be okay.
And as a man, from my perspective, I don't mind holding it down and being that nurturing, secure the house like a man's supposed to. And I'm not even gonna go as far to say I need my bitch or anybody to go 50-50. But if you want me to hold everything down and you can't hold it down for me for 2 weeks, I don't fuck with that neither. So just because I'm saying that don't mean I'm asking a bitch to go 50-50. But if I'm holding shit down and I need you just to pick up on the back end for a month or so until I get back on my feet, and you can't hold it down for a month while I hold down the other 11, that's not thorough to me. I don't want to hear that. You gotta figure it out.
I'm about to give you another example. This is hypothetical, but it might be a real situation somewhere else.
Right. Somebody could relate.
14-year-old boy, track star, could be the next Usain Bolt. Woman, 35 years old, 7 kids, 7 different baby dads, fucked up, on meth, will still get shelter before that boy, and that boy just got kicked out of his home by his mother or father or such and such, whatever.
And they gonna get that type of woman you just explained full custody.
They're gonna get
no.
2 separate people.
Right.
2 separate people. Not blood related. Not related situation at all. They're gonna put her in a whole house with room for all 7 of them kids.
Right.
And she won't have to pay bills for at least 9 months out of the year. And that boy's gonna have to fight and struggle to make money until he's 18 and actually can get a real job. He's gonna have to drop out of school. He's gonna have to forget all the awards he got, sell them gold-plated trophies to make the ends meet.
Or some niggas get so weak in this situation that they realize being a man is so hard. They either go for the weak niggas. We not talking about for all. We talking about for the weak niggas.
If they gonna go to the
weak
side?
Niggas. Listen. That's one of them. You either go to the other side, play the other side of the field.
Y'all know what we talking about.
Or you just submit your masculinity and just be housed with a woman.
Kiki Palmer.
You'll just submit your morals and just be this bitch's bitch and deal with 5-6 kids that's not yours just to have somewhere to stay. Cause you know if you without this bitch, you're back out in the street.
So in reality, you saying the woman's wearing the ethics for real.
And let me tell you.
So it's either 2 ways a weak nigga can go. I seen it.
It's either be with a bitch that's gonna wear drawers or go to the other side.
I got you. But I'm agreeing with you. But I'm gonna have to give you there's a third option. And that third option, I pray for most men out there in this world that y'all don't take the third option. And that third option has taken such a high rise it became a third fucking option. Where a lot of us men have really been going to the rope our damn selves, taking them pills, jumping in front of trains, hopping in front of SUVs and whatever. It is hard out here.
Cause they're not gonna go the sucker route, and
it's a very dark route. But it's gone up so high in the past recent 10 years that it's third option.
You basically saying like, my fault. They ain't gonna go to the other side. They not gonna be the simp nigga. They gonna hold that
they
pride. They gonna go to them pills and that weed and pour themselves into their life.
They will turn to the drugs.
And then a lot of them. I'm talking about ending.
Oh, ending.
And that's what I'm saying. And for the ones that don't even indulge in the drugs and just take this shit, smoke a whole packs of cigarettes every day, and then when that one day just hit that one bad day,
snap. And you said it.
Go.
You said it, and this is why I always come full circle on 3 truths. You literally said females be with niggas that's borderline about to have a fucking meltdown.
Yes.
Yo, that's crazy.
Because that's the easiest nigga to control.
You can just be a mother.
A nigga that feel like he has nothing to lose. It don't matter if you got 8 kids or 10 kids with 10 different baby fathers.
They want to be the woman that changes.
You know he not going nowhere.
But they want to be the woman I changed them. I built them up to be. I was here when he was.
Fuck that. That's why I advocate for every nigga. If you are in that situation, I feel bad for you. But during that time, you better work hard. You better stack your bread up. I know the nights might be annoying, them kids on your nerves, and this bitch is really running crazy on you. But get your shit together so you can leave.
And you said
but some niggas get so complacent and lazy that they still stay.
And you said that, that's why everything you saying, bro, it's like it always goes to a point that you made before, and as time go by, you could just make the same point again.
Bruh.
That's why you said women are looking at niggas like they bitches because they in the passenger seat, they ain't bringing nothing to the table.
That's
they
why
going
I
out
just
grinding
say
while the niggas stay home.
This
And this is
scenario
spoken
because
off
I
and on the
seen
record.
this shit. I seen this shit day in and day out with different niggas that I know.
Women are becoming more
I seen
masculine
it.
by the day.
These bitches will really run over you, and it don't matter if your niggas is there, if your family there. I've seen it in my own two eyes. These niggas be so the fucking pressed, drugged out, wearing the same tank top they done wore for fucking 3 weeks straight.
Oh,
These niggas fucking ketchup stains, hair crazy. You know what I mean? These niggas
Like, you know,
really
he
wanna
didn't do
end
nothing.
it.
Yeah, he didn't do
Yes.
nothing. He looked the same that
Like,
he did
yo.
on Friday compared to he looked on Sunday.
But then you got this bitch that's
Go
fat
ahead.
as hell, just got her hair done yesterday. Nails and shit done cause she racking up all this money
Ghetto
from work
fabulous.
and child support. Shit, well this nigga could barely eat, and then you got the kids that's the bad as hell, baby kids.
And the-
You gotta deal with all that
and
shit.
the fucked up part is, if a woman is up and
Why
a
she
nigga,
still go out and twerk ass on front of camera with her friends?
what's fucked up is about that point, a woman can be up and a nigga could be on suicide watch, but it's not up to the woman to hold her man down. You as the man, you supposed to pick yourself back up.
Cause
But if
you're
you-
a man.
But if you got 10 million as your man and your bitch don't got $10, you're a weirdo because why your bitch out here looking crazy? Why do you got your nigga out? No, you the man. You supposed to figure it out.
Or you go a step further and start dating bitches outside the race. Now you turn your back on
You went the
on the
easy, you
culture.
went the easy way out. You want to be with them bitches, and you know they gonna do whatever you want, not argue with you, be easily manipulated.
And then at that point, you're getting smothered out by
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
black women and men. Not a lot
Because
of
they dick
them.
riding the women. That just
Yes.
fuck all that.
Yo, yeah,
Because
this
they got
conversation
that,
can go
cause they got
forever,
that
yo.
whole the women's always right, happy wife, happy life
Me too,
mindset
movement.
drilled into their brain. So now, anytime the bitches, even though they know that they wrong, they still gonna ride with them as if they right, cause they can't see the right path.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win for them. You got them winning in the workforce. You got them working on social media. You got them working on every major front line.
Unfortunately, Cardi B in Offset's situation, it shows that she can be with her. And I know he did what he did in the past, but you can be with a man, he takes care of his children, y'all have a family, but you're still gonna look at it like, oh yeah, you wanna act like that, I can just go get me another rich nigga, that's all that's gonna end.
And she can't.
Like I said before, and I'm not
I went
saying
on that
I'm not saying y'all skated over it, but we gotta. I'm gonna pay homage to the niggas that say fuck it. I'm gonna hold on to my pride and end it here. I'm gonna give you the respect, but at the same time, I wish you was still here and I wish you found the light.
What the fuck is the respect? He crazy, life got too hard on him and he took that's the easy way out.
It's
Any
the
nigga-
easy way out, but here's the thing. You got to understand, they went through all that struggle, but they soul could not take the pain that much more.
But it's more difficult to stick around and push through the adversity than it is to be like, yo, I'm about to go take this knife and slit. That's easy. Anybody can do that, but everybody can't survive.
I'm gonna tell y'all
But
multiple
it's
times.
easier for the
Yeah.
people that had the power to act as emotional as they want in a public or work setting and will not be judged versus a side that if you even spark up a tear, you're looked at as a bitch.
I can't.
It's
We gonna
the
talk about this shit
difference.
all night then.
It's
Nah,
a
man.
difference. And that's what I'm saying, bro. It is a big ass, and then when we want to talk about the music side again, think about it. The women that were seen as lesser than Cardi B, fucking Chrisean Rock,
Real estate,
every
the
woman.
ghetto bitches.
Even if we want to take it a step further back, Ike Turner and Tina Turner, the one that was seen as less
Bobby Whitney.
goes at some point goes past the one that was seen as he's the prize. Blueface in his situation in the beginning, he's the prize. Offset and Cardi early on in their relationship, he's the prize. He's been out longer, he has more money. Within a couple years span, now she's the prize. Now she has more money. Now she's the shit and he needs her. Even a man that has power has to watch how he moves, cause that bitch that is lesser than you at that moment could turn around and switch the narratives real quick.
So you talking about?
I'm
so you saying
go
a man that holds it down could end up being submissive in the future?
All right.
It's the same case on the bitches side, on the female side. That is the case for them with Beyonce and Jay-Z. Us as men talk about how Jay-Z's the man, how he got all this money and how he's a successful billionaire. But for the women, Beyonce is the head of her household, and he needs her.
That's fucked up.
Same thing with Rihanna. That's how this podcast.
The reason why I said that I give them some respect is because they said, I'm not gonna let the world keep putting me down. I'm gonna go with God. The reason why I say this, because I have had multiple times where I was about to just myself.
But why do they say?
I feel like every man.
But my thing is, why do they sit there and say when you commit suicide, that's instant?
That's instant hell. Yes, you wanna know why?
So how is he saluting that?
That's really the only reason why I didn't.
Now, let me prove why.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Cause you sit here saying
that you gonna go with
he
God.
just sat here and said he said if he offed himself, I said you said I salute him.
In either way, it's
You
So
salute
you you're with him signing up for a fast ticket to hell.
Because you hold on. You just said
Go ahead.
I salute him.
Go ahead.
I salute him for doing that because he just brought himself closer to God because a lot was going on. He could have went to the other side or crashed out, but he just chose to take his, you know what I mean? Because he just knew he was going through a lot, and I just salute him for that. When it's already confirmed that when you do that, that's instant gratification of jail, eternal damnation.
Burn it.
All right.
With no sunscreen.
You want to know why I say that? And here's why I gotta hit y'all. The Bible is ultra contradicting.
It is.
So let me tell y'all this. How can any of us go to hell when Jesus already sacrificed himself from all of our sins for all time?
That's a philosophy I can go for. I can go for that.
Wait, let me finish. I got you this. So when I say that, it's in God's hands to choose if you go up or down. So say you just got tired of all the bullshit, even though you did everything, you've been holier than thou all your life. Why, if you disappear, then you're gonna go to hell?
So let me say this. We gonna stay on the point. So the 2 men, 2 women thing, they got a chance to still go up?
Yes, because that wasn't that wasn't part of God's words. That was human words put in because they were biased.
I know, I'm understanding that, but we hear the stories of it was a house. I'm just saying, we heard the stories. It was a house. It was two men, 2 women, and them bitches burned to the ground. So you saying they still
stories placed into the Bible?
So you saying they still got a chance? They still got a chance, even though God created the world for it to be men and women. A man still has a chance to live his true self, and be with a man, and still could be right and righteous.
Let me ask you this.
Knowing that's against the code of what life is supposed to be.
Let me ask you about this. If that was the case, and that is truly God's words, God's 100% words, why are there still homosexual or lesbian or LGBTQ the rest of the alphabet?
Because I feel like they want to go against the
grain. Why are they still Christian?
Nigga,
why do they still wear crosses? Why do they still follow God?
They made a whole new religion. They try to make a church with a bunch of rainbows and shit. And they rewritten. I got a video where they rewritten the Bible.
Yes, but not all.
Bro, why are y'all acting like all the people that go to
church?
That
is the toxic. That's the small minority of toxic shit that takes over social media.
Can we make the claim that 85 to 90% of all people that go to church sin the most out of people that don't even go to church?
Yes.
So is they going because they righteous, or they going there because they want to be fucking forgiven? It's different. If you going there to get bailed out versus you going there for the actual word, I respect the people that's going there for the word. I don't respect you going. You're going there front row seat, not for the word, but so you can get forgiven for your sins.
The people that redeploy and not go are more for the word than the people that go.
Okay, yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I gotta say.
And people that don't go to church, that's way more righteous than people that sit front row every Sunday. Them people that sit front row every Sunday, they sinning the most more than people that don't even read the Bible. I'm just being real. I'm not saying they're better, but I'm just saying just because you go to church front row, that don't make you better than nobody. You need that much forgiving because you sinning every week, every day.
The pastor up front preaching to you is the main one.
This deep goes on.
We going to get it.
So I'm gonna just bring it.
No, go ahead, bring it
You
back.
agree with that last part, that's why.
Yeah.
And we don't need that controversy. So we gonna go. I'm gonna go back to the point of the whole niggas. You saluting niggas going down and shit.
Go ahead.
My thing with that is, you gotta think of from a sacrificing point. Yes, Jesus sacrificed himself for all of mankind.
I'm not laughing at that. I know where you go with it.
At the end of the day, let's use that example right there, and let's say from a hypothetical stance, what if Martin Luther King was still around? How would you think? How would you think? All right, if he was, if it was like the Boondocks episode, and he was in a long ass coma, and he woke up and he saw this generation. And he said the words that he said at the end of this end of the episode. Is this what I took all those ass whoopings for?
There will be riots automatically on site.
Is this the dream that I envisioned? Nigga, how do you think Jesus would have felt if he saw this world and he's like, this what I got?
You know, this is why I let myself get stabbed for.
This is what I got. This is what I ended for this.
I show my love to y'all.
Jesus is up there.
And he's supposed to love you. They said, and Jesus loves everyone, even the ones that he knows sins. He still loves you. But at a point, if you taking advantage of that love and you going against the grain, and the S word is, because I already sacrificed you to live. So now you're deciding on your own free will to end it, and I didn't plan for you to end it yet.
Right. It wasn't your time.
That's something where I could see as why God wouldn't forgive you from doing that. Because it probably wasn't your time to go yet.
Alright. And since you said the key word, free will, I'm gonna hit you with this. I hit you with this multiple times on MJ Talk.
Pause.
Now I'm gonna hit. Yeah, pause.
No, I'll be saying that just because the niggas be weird shit, man.
I got you.
Shout out to Cam and Mace, man. If I wasn't watching that shit every week, I'll be.
Alright.
You know what I mean?
So to get to my point, God gave everyone free will, and this is why I always say on my point that everybody has a choice to ride to the dark or to the light. Also,
that was the woman too.
Yes, 90% of the time it's
because you gotta think, God made Adam and Eve to serve.
To serve. And we gotta I can't. To serve.
Adam was made to serve.
Serve is crazy.
You had a woman made to keep Adam pleasured and satisfied, to follow his lead.
So why is we so wrong when this shit been going on
for years, even before civilization was established?
We just want to be satisfied. Women want to be taken care of. This has been a thing.
But it's normalized to go the opposite route.
It is in our DNA. That is why it is like this. It is in our DNA
to go hunt, like this, to go get the job, to go take care of it. It's the woman to clean, get the kids.
That's
ready.
why all this is against God, especially when you had these pills to quote unquote transition you into a man if you're a woman, or vice versa into a woman if you.
And now they got special words for women that were born women, they turn men, and then women that were they got
pronouns. And some people are so scared now to even, if you see someone with a 5 o'clock beard, but they're dressed like a woman, you can't call him a he.
Right.
At wherever you work at a certain workspace. Because that's the risk of your job if they go to HR and say,
not even on the sidewalk anymore.
I'm gonna be
not
real.
On the sidewalk.
You can't call them she or he.
You getting fired the next day.
And in reality though,
that day, not even the next day, that day.
You really can't call them he or she. But I'm scared of LGBT. It's the 3 troops in the motherfucking building, and you know what I mean. I just want y'all to rock and vibe with us. We got a little too real, and I hope we love y'all YouTube, man. We follow all the community guidelines, man. So
yes, sir. It's mad love to YouTube.
Shout out to the YouTube partners.
Viewers' discretion advised. We are talking our own opinions. You know, this is not to be taken literal. This is just our stance on current topics.
We gotta do a disclaimer in the video, so we ain't gotta make another video just
this
saying
is our
sorry.
bias. This is why it's called Three Truths. It's our three opinions, our three truths on how we live every day.
But we
So
still obey
respect it.
But we got the Zahier Mom in the motherfucking building, man. We got a new partnership with YouTube, man. Shout out to Zahier Mom, man. Zahier Meets World, man. We got more MJ talk on the way. 3 connected. As y'all can see, we gonna have way more shorts posted, way more skits posted, man. It's the motherfucking 3 Truths in the building, man. Sign us off, Mo.
Yo, we out here ready to give y'all more content on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly. Like that. Come on, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Mostly subscribe and ring that bell. Ding.
And at the end of the day, it costs nothing to show love. Stay blessed.
Not a damn thing to show love, man. Please show love to this video. And like Mo said, like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And leave a comment on how you felt about this video. And just show mad love, man. Because it don't cost a thing to show love, man.
And that's my fault. And as we end all with the Zahier World vibe, man, stay blessed.
Stay blessed, stay highly favored, and watch yourself out here. Niggas ain't playing fair, so watch yourself when you step out that door.
And also to close this out, we also gotta say, if y'all get mad at us about seeing our opinions, just know it's just business.